All right, guys. So I stumbled across this incredibly cringe video of climate activist Miss Greta Thunberg. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Just giving this again really cringe speech in the most cringe way possible. Now, I don't really talk about climate change all that much because I really don't think it's that important of an issue. I don't think that many people care about it. Even the people that claim they care about it so much, in my opinion, don't really care about it because the solutions that they're proposing are unrealistic and aren't really going to actually solve the problem, right? And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in this video. But again, I just want to get into this because there's just so many cringe aspects to this, and people like her, in my opinion, are more interested in being alarmist and doomsdayers, right? And I guess, making a livelihood and making a living off that rather than actually addressing the real issues when it comes to this subject. So let's actually listen to what Miss Greta is saying here.
Another world is possible. We are unstoppable.
First of all, what really got me and the real reason I'm really making this video is not about the climate stuff. She has a freaking mask over a microphone, bruh. Like, it's almost like she's putting a condom on the microphone. Bruh, there's a mask on the microphone. These people are insane. Okay, like, tell me, guys, what is the point of putting a mask over the microphone, guys? Now, listen, I get it. Microphones are disgusting. I get it. A lot of people breathe on them. They spit on them. I get it. They're probably disgusting. This microphone is probably disgusting. But how does putting a mask over the microphone help that? I don't understand. Because it looks like she has a backup mask here. That's what it looks like. It might not be. It could be her personal, whatever. But regardless, did she take the mask off and put it over the microphone? Right? And if she did, and now she's like speaking into the mask, isn't that contaminating the mask? Right? Is she gonna take the mask off and put it back on her face? Right? Is she gonna pass the microphone with the mask on to somebody else? Because again, the only reason I would see why you have it up there is that you believe that it is, I don't know, potentially keeping germs from being passed between each other on the mic. But isn't germs getting on the mask, right? Are they switching out the mask every single time, right? They speak. Again, I just got so many questions as to why you need to put a condom right over a microphone. I just got so many questions, and it just really blew my mind when I saw it because I've never seen this before. I've never seen it. And again, guys, I don't care about people wearing masks. I have no issue with that, right? I told you, I hate the politicization of the whole mask issue. I really do. I think it's ridiculous. Like, if people want to wear them, let them wear it. If people don't want to wear it, then hey, it is what it is. People have the right to protect themselves in whatever way they feel is necessary, right? So I don't judge people either way, right? I don't. It is what it is. This is their freedom. But this right here is a whole nother level of crazy, in my opinion, right? Mask over the microphone.
Another world is possible. We are unstoppable. Another world is possible. Right now, here in Milano, ministers from all over the world have gathered here to discuss the climate crisis. And they are pretending that they have solutions to the climate crisis and that they are taking sufficient action.
Yeah, but see, what are your solutions? Right? What are your solutions? Because from what I'm reading, her solutions are unrealistic and they're not actually better than a lot of solutions that people who aren't climate Nazis are advocating for, like nuclear, okay, and natural gas, right? See, this is the thing that kills me about these climate alarmists, right? People like Bernie, who's also opposed to nuclear. You claim that you are so concerned about climate change and emissions, but you're opposed to nuclear, right? On a global level, guys, nuclear energy produces nearly twice as much electricity at half the cost, right? A nuclear heavy nation like France pays little more than half as much electricity that produces 1/10 of the carbon emissions as a renewable heavies country, an anti-nuclear country like Germany, right? Natural gas, which again, these people are opposed to natural gas as well. Natural gas reduces emissions 11 times more than solar energy and 50% more than wind energy just in the United States, right? And because renewables are unreliable in nature, right? We saw what happened in Texas, right, with their windmills during an ice storm. They don't substitute for fossil fuel power plants, guys. They're not substitutes. Unlike nuclear plants, which are substitutes, and they have to be backed up by natural gas or hydroelectric dams, right? Which again, those are two things that they're opposed to. The things that they're opposed to, guys, we need them to back up unreliable renewables that these people are pushing for, right? They are unreliable, and then also on top of that, they're just not that efficient, as they have a low return on energy invested, especially compared to nuclear and hydroelectric dams, right? And guys, it gets even more ridiculous. Like if we actually went 100% renewable, right? You know how much land that would take up in the U.S.? Like right now, our energy system only requires 0.5% of our national land, right? But if we was to achieve 100% renewables, which is what some of these climate alarmists want us to do, then it will require 25 to 50% of all U.S. land available, right? That means we will have to take up to 50% of all our land just to be 100% renewable. Again, these people, she's talking about solutions, but she doesn't actually have any solutions, right? Her solutions are so unrealistic. And to be a little fair to her, I get the whole methane argument when it comes to natural gas production, but I think that the trade-off is worth it, right? In comparison to using coal, right? If you know, the climate alarmists want to reduce overall emissions, that is, right? Because carbon emissions have been declining in developed nations for the last decade. Like, for example, in Europe, emissions in 2018 were 23% lower than 1990 levels. And in the US, emissions fell 15% from 2005 to 2016, thanks to, you guessed it, nuclear and natural gas, right? So again, these people, in my opinion, don't have any real solutions. They're just crying about a problem that they're not really interested in trying to fix. Not that I think is even a problem that can actually be fixed, which really is another video for another day. But let's move forward here.
But we see through their lies, and we see through their blah, 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 and we are tired of it.
She keeps saying blah, blah, blah. That's like a thing for her now, because she said that at some other like climate thing where she was saying how, you know, world leaders, when they talk about climate change, it's blah, 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 because they're not really actually doing anything. Okay. But, you know, here's my thing. If you got such a big issue with this, you should go to China, right? You should go protest in China, because they're the ones that's leading the world in emissions, right? So you need to go there. You need to go to India, right? You need to go to all these other countries that are about to have their industrial revolutions that aren't going to, you know, sacrifice and go renewable in the name of trying to save the planet. That are probably going to try to use coal, okay? That are going to try to use things that you guys are opposed to. Yeah, you need to go to those countries. Go protest there, right? Because unless they get on board with the whole climate stuff, then nothing's going to change, right? Nothing's going to change. So get China on board, and then y'all can talk to me about this problem. But until China's on board, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, because to me, it all just sounds like blah, 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 right? Until you actually get the biggest criminal on the block, China, on board.
They are discussing a climate emergency that is here and now, an existential crisis that is already taking lives and livelihoods for countless people all around the world, especially in the most affected areas. A climate crisis that will only get worse and worse by time, and the more we wait, the more irreversible damage we will cause. So let's never stop. Let's continue the fight until we are done. Thank you. Grazie.
Oh my God. These people want to take us back to the Stone Ages, man. I'm so serious about that. That's the solution they propose. They want to live in a world where we're living in the Stone Ages, okay? And half of our land is taken up by windmills and solar farms, right? That are not as efficient as, real solutions like, natural gas and nuclear that they're opposed to, right? And hydroelectric dams. Which again is funny. Again, when you talking about this whole climate conversation, because again, even if you believe that humans are causing climate change or whatnot, regardless of what you believe, these climate activists, their solutions aren't as great as they try to make them out to be. They're not realistic and they're not efficient. The technology's just not there yet. That's why I just don't believe anything these people say. You can't take them serious, right? And to me, I think they're really more interested in alarmism, right? And fear mongering about this rather than actually trying to present real solutions. Okay. Right. They're more interested in being celebrities, but I just feel like her speech and the things that she says regarding this whole climate stuff and her demands are kind of ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as the mask over the microphone. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.